Are you tired of not keeping promises to yourself, of planning in your planner, doing all the things, but still falling short of what God has ordained and called you to do? If that is you today, I'm going to share with you guys 3 ways that you can avoid procrastination as you fulfill your purpose. Welcome back to the channel. I am Dr. Felicia, known to me as the Queen of Content. I create content so that you can create success. I am a content architect, life and business coach. And in this video and on this channel, I'm going to be sharing with you productivity tips, ways that you can really scale your business and grow personally and professionally. I really believe that the more you are aligned with where you want to go, your desires, the more inclined you are to reach your goals. So what do I mean about alignment? Well, when we look at the definition of alignment, it really is surrounding you being in alignment with what it is that God is calling you to do, or what it is that you're desiring to do. So your actions and your intentions equal alignment. So the first question that I want you to think about is, what are your actions? Like, if you really do a deep dive and look at your habits on a day-to-day basis, what are your habits? What are the things that you need to change daily so that you can reach your goals? For me, I know, recently life has just been crazy busy, right? And it's been very difficult for me to actually do all of the things that I plan on a day-to-day basis. And so I went through a phase, to be transparent, where I just felt stagnant in the sense of not really being able to focus and to do the things that I want to do, or I know God was calling me to do. But then I had to realize that that wasn't the season that I was in. That the season that I was in was really to focus on other things in my life, other business ventures that I had that I'd want to finish, but really never had the time to do so. And then family, right? Really to have that time to focus in on my family and to focus in on how I wanted to make sure that I was aligned for them as well. So I want to encourage you that wherever you are in your business, wherever you are for your goals, to really focus back on really getting in alignment with your goals, getting in alignment with what God has truly called you to do. And for sometimes that may not look like what you have in your planner, but to lean in on that and to know and to trust God's timing. When you do that, I swear to you, that's when things will fall into place out of the woodworks, right? So I want to encourage that person that you might be just discouraged. You might be discouraged because the things that you've been planning, you're not able to execute. But just understand, it is the season that you're in. It's not going to last forever. And to focus on the areas that you can control in your life, the areas that you can control in your business. And I promise you, you will see amazing, amazing results and amazing goals reached as you do that. The second thing that I think is so critically important as you're on this journey is to set realistic expectations. Listen, this is subjective, right? But the reality is that you cannot do it all, be all things to everyone, like all at once, right? So you have to really just understand your bandwidth and understand the season that you're in, because sometimes, you may have 20 things on your to-do list, and knowing that you only have 2 hours in your day to get things done, right? So therefore that goes back into, how you're aligned, how you're showing up, the time that you actually have, and just the reality, of your situation. It's not to say you can't stay up a little bit later, right? Or, start a little bit early or whatever. But I think just setting that intention early behind, how you're showing up, the time that you have, is going to be really important for you to reach your goals. So set realistic expectations. If you know you only got a couple hours to get things done, focus in like a laser to get things done within that time frame during that hour or those 2 hours, right? And the third thing is to have some type of accountability. Now, for some of us, this could look like an accountability partner, right? For some of us, this could look like a coach, right? It could look like a lot of different things to different people. But it doesn't matter. Your to-do list could serve as accountability, right? So it really doesn't matter how you do it, but just understanding that you have to be able to execute, you have to be able to show up, and you have to be able to have accountability in doing that. What happens if you say that you want to, do X, Y, Z in your business, but you don't show up and do it, right? Is it just like, oh, okay, whatever? Or, do you have some type of accountability built in that somebody's going to say, what happened, right? You didn't show up on this day to do X, Y, and Z. So I think those are really some of the key differences. It's going to really assist you as you're creating that next momentum in your business. And I'll tell you this, you can't probably implement all of these three things at once, right? Like, choose one, depending on what season you're in, and focus in on a laser with just that one. How many of you have said, you know what? I try to do all the things and I end up doing none of the things all at once, right? So definitely focusing in on just maybe one or two of the tips that I've shared, throughout this video. But nevertheless, I hope that this blesses you. I hope that you use the momentum from some of the tips that I shared today to start to do the things, because guess what? People are waiting on your gift. People are waiting on your brilliance, and people are waiting for you to serve them. So show up. Your time is now. I'll talk to you in my next video.